Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, November the 15th, 2023. Wednesday, November the 15th. Well, bad news struck the, what do we call it? Lansing Davis Ashford family. I don't know how many names Molly's still keeping. I think it's three. Lansing Davis Ashford family. Andrea comes and she miscarried the baby the night before. She came to the hospital to see TJ. And of course, he's devastated. You know, he goes and he talks to Portia because Portia's, there. She's his boss. And he had to get himself together so he could tell Molly. But you know what's so interesting? I just don't know if I believe Andrea's story. Now, I don't see her husband wanting to keep another man's baby, but I could see maybe she deciding she didn't want to give the baby up. After all, does happen because you know what's interesting is she started cramping, woke up heavy bleeding. She didn't go to the emergency room till the next morning, and the doctors confirmed that she had had a miscarriage. What's also interesting to me is she went to Mercy and not General Hospital. Because my thing is, TJ works there. This way everything is confirmed right there at the hospital. You waited till the morning anyway, so it's not like you had to get there by ambulance. Mercy and General Hospital are actually in pretty close proximity to each other. So she could have easily gone to General Hospital. She went there for everything else. So I was like, but I can't see where the writers would go with them finding out later that she actually did not miscarry TJ. I don't see because TJ and Molly don't have money. They're not from prominent families that you want to blackmail them. So maybe this was just a sloppy way of having the miscarriage. But guess what? They could have sloppily done it so that she came to the ER at General Hospital and accomplished the same thing. They really could have. So that's my take on that. Um, Alexis is having lunch with Diane, and they both want to rock paper scissors. What's going on in their life? Because so much is going on. Diane won. She had scissors. Alexis has paper. Scissors cut paper. So she ends up talking about Robert, and once again, an ex from his past is taking his attention, but she's talking it out very logically. She's saying, but I understand this is extenuating circumstances. A child has been shot, you know, and of course what kind of person would I be if I wasn't sympathetic towards Anna? And or Robert wanting to be there for Anna. He says, so, you know, I just like deep down she doesn't like it, but intellectually she understands it because she said, that actually, believe it or not, is one of the things that I am attracted to Robert for, is his loyalty for the people he truly cares about. She says, and therefore I could pretty much see how he's going to treat me, which is true. You know that saying, look at the way a man treats his mother, because you're going to get an indication of how he's going to treat you. Now that don't always work, okay? But you do kind of get an indication on how he's going to treat you. And unfortunately, here, really take to heart to that. Look at how much input he takes from his mother about you. Because you don't look, you're gonna look up, it's you married to you, him, and his mama. And what his mama says goes. You don't want that either. Look, that's off topic, y'all. That's off topic. I'm just saying, but she talked it through, and she's not gonna, take all the chess pieces off the board behind this one, because this is a doozy. And so Christina and Molly were having lunch, a working lunch over at the next table. Molly brought Christina, some contracts for her to sign with her breaking ground. And they're both, close, talking, happy. And the date that Christina's expecting to break ground, Molly says, TJ and I already have a baby, and we'll be able to bring the baby to the groundbreaking. And they're both, you know. And I thought, Molly just don't know. Andrea's already telling them she lost the baby, and that's going to be something, right? So they get up, they leave, and Molly leaves her tablet. And Alexis and Diane are finishing up lunch, or Alexis had to go. Diane was second to leave. And Alexis noticed the waitress um, picking up the tablet that was left on the table. She walked over. She says, "Excuse me, my daughters were having lunch here. This tablet is one of theirs. I'll take it to them." So she takes it from the waitress. The waitress just hands it over. No, I guess so. Because anybody could have said my daughter saw that there was a tablet there on the table, or a wallet. Hey, my daughter was having lunch over here. That's her wallet. I'll take it to her. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what I guess they look enough alike that that could be their mom. But anyway, Alexis takes it from her. And an inexperienced waiter or waitress would give it to her. An experienced one would say, ma'am, I understand and respect that. However, we don't hand over property from one customer to another without permission. So can you please, I'm going to put it behind the counter or wherever they put the lost and found. Can you please tell your daughter that it's safely put away for her to come and pick up? See, that's the proper way to handle that. That is truly the proper way, because she could have some stuff on there she don't want her mama to see. But anyway, right? So Alexis takes the tablet, and TJ calls Molly, and Molly went back to work because she has a couple hours. She goes, "Oh, I'm happy you called me. I had lunch with Chrissy and we hammered out some things. I've got, oh my goodness, a couple hours worth of work I need to take care of. I'm gonna be home late." And so TJ says, "Molly, we need to talk." "Well, look, can it wait till I get home later, or maybe in the morning?" He goes, "No, Molly, we need to talk right now. I need you to come home right away." And she pauses because she could tell in his voice, uh-oh. So she says, "Okay, I'm coming." So they get home, and he tells her, and of course she's heartbroken because she was just talking to Christina about the things she was gonna buy. I mean, she was diving hard into this. She goes, "I know it's still a little early, but I can't help myself." So then she was telling TJ, "See, it's all my fault. I knew I should have waited to get invested in this. I knew it was early." And oh, she's like, "How could this happen?" And TJ's like, "It just happens, Molly, sometimes." Well, we went over her whole medical record. She didn't have any problems with her first pregnancy and blah blah blah. And he goes, "Molly, it just doesn't happen that way. That just because you have one normal pregnancy, that all of them will be that way." And she goes, and she's crying, and he's upset. Because she goes, "But he goes, I'm as upset as you, Molly." And in my mind, I'm thinking a little more, because that was actually your physical child, right? That was your that was your sperm, half your DNA in there. So she says, "Okay, okay. Well, just next time, I'm not going to buy one thing for the baby until it's here next time." And so he goes, "Well, that's another thing. When there is a next time, it won't be with Andrea." And Molly says, "What?" He goes, "She said this is too hard on her. She cannot do it again." So now that's like a double whammy for Molly. So we'll see. But look, we were always saying Christina's gonna be the one to carry her sister's child. We now this is how this is gonna come about. They're back on speaking terms. The problem is Christina's gonna have to put everything in her life on hold so that she can carry her. Well, actually, no. Just because Christina is pregnant doesn't mean her brain is gonna stop working. You know, that's my dog clearing her throat. That doesn't mean her brain is gonna stop working. Women work up until the day they deliver sometimes, right? So that doesn't mean things have to stop for Christina, but we'll see how they're going to write this, the drama trauma they're going to write in this, right? So we have Sasha's going back to home and heart. Now that Hayden character, oh, she was talking all sassy to Lucy about where's your client, and the last time. And Lucy said, no, the last time she was here is the reason we brought our lawyer. And she looks at Scott. Go ahead, Scott. And Hayden is, okay. And he says, look, there will be no more shenanigans, no more dirty tricks, trying to boost your ratings, to push Sasha over the edge. If you do, we are prepared to slap that my producer acted solely, and that producer has been fired. And Scott said, let me tell you something. The producer answers to you. You knew what was going on. So her little assistant came over for her to sign something real quick. And she goes, Jennifer, didn't producer so and so, whatever the name was, act alone? Yes, Miss Hayden, right? She goes, see? And the girl walks away because she knows doggone well that was planned by all of them. And she actually didn't want to do it, but she's just an assistant. So Sasha shows up and she tells Hayden, anything, if I get a whiff of anything underhanded going on, I will walk off this set so fast, right? So they're make sure everything is set up and ready, and Sasha's gonna get ready, and Maxie's over on the side making phone calls, saying, about time, why does it take you so long to answer your phone, and blah, blah, blah. So right before it starts, Cody walks in and says, I was busy doing whatever he said he was doing. And she goes, well, we need you. I need you to go up there and work with Sasha. And he's like, wait, what? She goes, you guys work well together. So he's like, okay. And so Maxie says, oh, there's been a change. Cody is going to be a male stand-in for the Deceptor because they want to market it for men as well. So Sasha's like, oh, okay. And Hayden's like, absolutely not. He was gonna go streaking across my set. So no, that would have been a lawsuit against us. And blah, blah. She goes, no, he is not welcome here. And so Maxie says, let me tell you, he didn't go streaking across your set. And he saved Sasha from that horrible situation you put her in. Now, the preliminary tests are the audience loves Sasha and Cody together. So he absolutely will be in this segment with Sasha. And Maxie looks at him, if that's okay with you, Cody. And he's like, oh, okay. Look, Maxie was presuming, right? And Lucy was like, wait, what is he? Maxie goes, trust me, right? So Cody does very well. Of course, Sasha's cleaning his gear, letting the Deceptor do its thing. But I don't know, everybody. That red ultraviolet light all in his face, that would bug me, right? To me, I'm thinking that light is way too bright. Doesn't it affect your eyesight? But that was just me looking at that, saying, I wouldn't want that. I'm trying to do it now. I'm seeing red spots and can't see it all. So, anyway, she does it, and Cody just bounces off of her really, really well. And it works phenomenally, and the audience ate it up. Ate it up. Now, mind you, to get back on the Home and Heart show, the Deceptor was their highest selling product on that show and got the highest ratings. That's why they wanted them back. And now that the lawsuit's over and the Deceptor's back in stock, they wanted Deception back on the show to boost their ratings. So they really wanted them. Well, that product, so every one of them sold out by the time Cody and Sasha got off the air. Cash cow. And that's what, Lucy, those two together, we're going to make so much money. I'm thinking, shut up, Lucy. And Lucy took credit, went over to Hayden. See, putting Sasha and Cody together, what is an absolute hit. And the next time you want us back, I don't know, you may have to wait in line. I said, because all the products sold out in record time. So she looked at Lucy. Yes, I know. And so Lucy, but she took the credit, and I didn't like that. It was Maxie's idea. And anyway, I just can't stand Lucy. So Sasha comes and she sees Maxie, and Maxie congratulates her on what a great job she did. And she told him, she goes, thank you, Maxie, but I have to tell you something. And Cody was standing close, but behind a prop, right? I can't work with Cody anymore. And Maxie's like, wait, what? The audience loves you too. No, I can't. I can't work with Cody because I have feelings for Cody. And Cody heard it. So Cody was like, hey, she's got some right? She's got some feelings. So that's where that ends. And I'm thinking, don't mess that up, Cody. Don't tell her you can't stand her. No, you only pitied out. We'll see what Cody does with that. But that's what happened there. And then we had Cyrus. Cyrus demands Austin meet him. And in the stairwell. And Austin is just pretty much saying, you know what? You said I was free when I helped get you out of Pittenville. Testify. And Cyrus says, and I meant every word. You're free until there's something I want you to do or something I need from you. That ain't a definition of free, right? So Austin's looking at him and he goes, and Cyrus says, I just left your cousin Mason. And Austin says, yeah, I know. So Mason plans on taking me down, saying that I'm the boss. And so Cyrus says, well, not anymore. Austin looks at him. He goes, Mason is going to say he acted all on his own. And Mason's going to go to Pentonville, probably 20 years. He maybe get out in 10 for good behavior. And Austin says, and Mason is agreeing to do all that. 10 years is a long time. And so Cyrus says, absolutely yes, he is going to do that because he knows what's best for him, And so Cyrus told him, so you need to get in line. I paid for this medical degree of yours. The life you have is the life I made possible. And so he goes, I want some gratitude from you because you're not showing enough gratitude over me handling your cousin. And so Austin said, year after year after year, I have had to show my gratitude for you paying for this medical degree. He says, you know what, Cyrus? I'm going to pay you back every dime that you spent on my medical, my medical education. Every day. Cyrus goes, I don't want your money. And he goes, because, Austin's like, this is like a life sentence, you know? And so Cyrus just told him, you know what? Mason could change that testimony because his version of what he wants to say can also work. And then talk, what life sentence would you be serving without my protection in Pentonville? And Austin just looked. And he says, and if you think about giving information to the cops, Cyrus is like, there won't even need to be a prison sentence. Right? Because meaning you're dead. He goes, so am I making myself clear to you, Austin? So tell me, are you appreciative of what I've done? And Austin just looks at him, yes, very appreciative. And he goes, good. We understand each other. So Cyrus walks out the stairwell, and Austin is looking at Cyrus like, oh, I can't stand him. Oh my God, I just wanna, you know. But Austin is going to do exactly what he's told. Austin's always done exactly what he was told. It's my dog. Um, exactly with what he was told. So we're going to see what's going to go on there. I do believe ultimately it's going to be Austin that helps bring down Cyrus. I do. And I think he's going to be killed in the process because we'll need his character. So anyway, everybody, that's it. That's it for General Hospital today. Oh my goodness, Comic Corner has 64 comments. Excellent work. Excellent comments, excellent back and forth with each other. Please continue to do that. I'm not going to read Comic Corner today, but I'm loving the interaction that's happening on Comic Corner. I will be back tomorrow on another daily recap of General Hospital.